All right, we're back in public session. So, I will make a motion to approve response to request for advisory opinion 2015-3, which is a confidential opinion, and all of the changes that we made during our executive session.
Second?
Any opposition? All right, the motion passes. And that too, I can come in and sign.
Okay.
Just give me the word and I'll do it. So, who is it? Is everybody available for another 10 minutes or so?
I'm not either.
You're out of here.
Yeah. So what?
What do we have here? We just have.
You just had that last paragraph for the newsletter, and it's pretty simple.
Oh, right.
This is. Can we? Let's see. And then there's.
And there's no polemic, so.
Okay, I tell you what. Dee, if you have to leave, that's fine. We had an answer for this.
Yeah, just
Just stick it on the
Publication.
website as a
Okay.
little publication.
Okay.
And we can have it, what I said is create a municipal notice of gift disclosure pursuant to blah, blah, blah. Have it there next to our other opinions, and then just tack it in there.
Okay.
And Lisa, we talked about that, right? And Lisa said that's easy, not burdensome, so we can just
Okay,
do that.
good.
Does that work for you,
that
Dee?
was wonderful.
Okay, good.
Okay, thanks, guys.
Thank
Thank you.
I make a motion to extend our meeting another 7 minutes.
Second?
Actually, let's say 9, because we can always finish early. And then, any opposition to that?
Well, by that logic,
No.
let's say extended by 3.
Oh, well, we could, that's right. Any opposition?
No.
Okay, so the meeting's been extended until 1:40, according to the clock in this. And what we have here is Keith, can you explain what this is and why we have
It's a
it?
paragraph, I was asked to draft a paragraph to go into the newsletter that's going to parents prior to the school year at the school district, Kansas School District, through, I think the offer was made by school board member Plunkett, so we could put something in their newsletter. So I tried, one, I only had a paragraph, so I tried to keep it relatively short and try to also explain the issue that, that teachers are made uncomfortable by parents and relatives in the class, but, by the giving of gifts. And because they're not allowed to receive more than $50, it does some alternatives to, I was trying to, okay, you want to give more? Well, then give it to the, don't give it directly to the teacher. Give it to the principal, give it to the PTA. So, with instructions that it goes to the teacher anonymously. I didn't want to go into the discussion about how it, how it could potentially influence grades and whatnot, because I didn't want to impugn the reputation of any teacher or make that assumption. And then, or do a gift.
Thoughts?
Oh, I like it.
Yeah. Kathleen?
Well, I think I'd start off the first sentence,
Mm-hmm.
something to the effect, the holiday, I wouldn't say Christmas, I would just say the holidays and end of the school year.
Okay, political.
I actually just cut out the whole clause.
Yeah.
I just start with.
The whole top?
Yeah, no, I just said, this is just a suggestion.
Yeah.
Teachers are often made
Well,
uncomfortable by well-meaning parents and
I do
relatives.
like having the holidays in there, though, because it does
Okay.
kind of like fly. It's a time
Well,
where people sort of do
the end
feel
of
like,
semester,
hey, I can
and you could just, and that's why it's the holiday. Yeah, Christmas, I can understand.
Well, I'd flip that whole sentence, really. I'd say,
Mhm.
let's see, something to the effect by putting the parents,
Mhm.
during the holidays and at the school year, well-meaning parents and relatives wish to express their thanks to
Mhm.
teachers by giving gifts.
That's good because it makes it active instead of passive.
Yeah, and I wouldn't say teachers feel uncomfortable, because they may not, because they
Yeah.
don't know that they should feel
Mhm.
uncomfortable, so I would
Mhm.
just
Yeah.
go on to the,
By giving gifts of significant value or
Yeah,
something
yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
And then it goes into the next sentence.
Right.
Yeah, I think that's
okay,
good.
I'm not. well, this took me about 5 minutes to write.
Yeah, I know. Then, no, I like that. Are you tracking these changes, Amy?
Yeah, I'm.
Okay, good. Could you just, for clarity of the record, just repeat that sentence?
Oh, let's see.
This is going to help Amy redraft it.
Sure.
I'm sorry, Amy or Lisa.
During the holidays and at the end of the school year, well-meaning parents and relatives of students wish to express their thanks to teachers by giving significant gifts.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Gifts of significant value.
Gifts of significant
Mm.
value, period. And then Anchorage.
Was there an often in there somewhere?
Often,
Yeah.
no?
Okay.
Something like that, just putting it more positively and
Mm-hmm.
active and,
And then the Anchorage Assembly established a code of ethics. That's okay. And then the next sentence, the code does offer some alternatives. I'm just gonna keep going unless somebody
Yeah.
has.
Well, how about that,
Yeah.
you want something to the next sentence, like I do like what
Mhm.
he kind of has at the sentence after about them giving gifts, should sort of say, this is a problem for teachers, right? And so something like, however, this can create a difficult situation for your,
Mm.
for teachers, or, should.
This can put this can put teachers in an
awkward position.
awkward position.
Yeah. Right.
Requiring them to disclose board
Yeah.
ethics.
Right.
I was trying to get
Yeah.
too far involved in the
That's
weeds
good.
there.
Yeah.
but
Yeah, that's
we-
good.
We did put that in there.
Yeah, you got
Yeah.
that, Terry. I hear you click-clacking away there. And then go into the Anchorage Assembly established.
Can we just simply say the municipal code about?
Yes.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Prohibits municipal, yes.
Mhm.
The code offers.
Alternatives.
Mm-hmm.
Is the next sentence one of the alternatives?
Mhm.
Yes, I thought about doing bullets, but I don't know how much room we're gonna have.
No, that's good.
Yeah.
No, that's right.
There's only a
Consider.
couple alternatives that I give here.
Your cooperation will be appreciated by the teachers and municipality. How, is there a way of, let's see,
Either, how about is as opposed to will be?
Yeah.
Yes. yes. By the Anchorage School District? Or teachers? Well, it is a municipality,
Yeah.
so, yeah.
Should we put the code site down, just in case anybody wants to read it? No.
Well, but this is
Yeah.
parents.
Well, we're
Oh.
sticking this in a newsletter to go out
Yeah.
in the beginning
And I
of the
don't
school
know
year.
that they would know how to find the code,
Yeah, that's
much
true.
less
Yeah.
find the
Okay.
code site.
Yep, that's good.
Yeah. Okay. You got that? Did you draft that? You got that down?
Yeah, so I've got something like, during the holidays and end of the school year, well-meaning parents and relatives often wish to thank teachers by giving them significant gifts.
Yeah.
However, this can create an awkward situation for teachers. The municipal code of ethics prohibits all municipal employees, including teachers, from accepting gifts greater than $50 in value. If you wish to give a large gift, consider giving it anonymously or to your local PTA. Your cooperation will be appreciated by your teachers and the Anchorage School District.
Yeah, is
Yeah.
instead of will be. Can we get rid of that green line? No.
Your cooperation.
Oh, because it's passive. Oh, how about, we could make that active. Your teachers in the Anchorage School District appreciate your
yeah.
your cooperation.
That was always my biggest struggle. When I
Yeah.
was going through college and you do the check. And you,
Yes, I think that's
passive
good.
Voice. Oh, I gotta do the active voice.
How's that sound?
Yeah.
All right.
Very good, very good.
Do we need a motion to move this along?
No, but we have, we still have to finish out the.
Yes,
agenda.
that's right. Okay, so, move to accept this paragraph and.
You wanna go ahead and email out to Lisa?
Yeah.
And
Okay.
maybe Amy, if you've got her email address as well.
Any opposition to this being moved along as amended?
Yep.
No.
Okay, motion passes. The letter will be moved along to, I assume that'll go to Lisa.
Lisa had a name of
Lisa.
somebody.
And then Lisa will pass it along.
Yeah,
Okay.
she was talking about it went to somebody within the school district really liked the idea. So.
Mhm. Okay, any more comments about that? Any member comments before we leave, before we adjourn? Any audience participation before we adjourn? Yes, sir.
My name is Eugene Carl Haber, and I represent myself. I lived in the Memphis Valley for a number of years. Also, for a number of years, I lived in Memphis. It's all a public process. Public process is done appropriately, and decision made by the governing body is more likely in the public interest. For a note in the future, when a member of the board wishes to communicate with me, I'm going to request and inquire now that all communications are either in writing and/or speak to me at a public meeting on the record on tape, not before a meeting, so that there'll be a clear record of what transpired prior to this meeting. The comments were not inappropriate, and I still see a policy of indifference to how you handle your meetings, including going into executive session. Really disturbs me, but I also like to point out one thing. As I stated, I represent myself, I don't represent anybody else. But over the course, I'm on my 4th year in April, dealing with the public process, and I've received words of encouragement throughout those years from Anchorage and in the Valley and elsewhere. So what you're doing and what other people are doing is quite inappropriate, but what I and other people, many people throughout, are aware of what I'm finding and are in agreement with me. Thank you very much. Oh, one little important note. Again, I made a note before, your agendas were not online, and when you do these agendas or titles, which I have to come to the meeting, all it says advisory opinion 2015-3, and then it says confidential or confidential waived. No clear idea what it is. I respect confidentiality, but a title is required to identify what you're going to be discussing, not a number. You don't find this in court. And as I said before, some of you are attorneys, and I would expect better. Thank you.
Thank you for your comments. Motion to adjourn.
So
All right. Any opposition? Adjourn.